getting together a large quantity of money to get across someone who has a poor reputation, even though he is just... It's obviously not a spurred, he's got no hair. It's going to be difficult for Rudy. Luckily, hopefully the guy that he saved from the falling bowl was actually somewhat Smuggler who was able to get him across. The issue being, there's a very valuable contact here who we may not actually get to meet. And no, I'm not talking about the self-confessed Demon Lord. But with foresight of a few seconds into the future, I wonder if he could see just how downhill my life is going to go. Oh no. Not how I wanted to start off the episode. I feel she has a one-track mind though, so nothing's gonna sway her from her dalliances. Yeah. Having the confidence just to stroll up to random people, is she really comparing herself? Yeah, it's good of them to try, especially if they need a mage, but yeah, size doesn't mean everything in this world, considering like magic ability at the very least. I see that she's accomplished her goal pretty quickly. For a C-rank party, we've seen others that have not fared so well after attempting quests. Is this her past experience of actually being an adventurer? Awful. Yep. Pretty much as to be expected. I mean, just because someone's scum, as they said, doesn't mean you can just leave them out to dry when things really hit the fan. It's not like his family have done anything to deserve having a blind eye turned on them. And if, you know, if Roxy actually comes across a lead as to where to find part of the family here, one that Rudy completely misses while he's in so close, really using everything at her disposal to gain some information. If everything at her disposal. But if Rudy misses a family member that would be right here, and then finds out later that they're missing, how would he feel? The name of Dead End is not ever going to really be completely clear in the world unless there's a worldwide kind of a news bulletin put out. and then quickly vanished. Yeah, that's all she cares about. A dangerous maniac who could potentially kill everyone he meets. And the one that no one remember his names. So therefore, he's not going to pick up any... There you go. Then, if they had actually got his name correct there... then that would be a massive break in what's going on, but... just hearing the name of Dead End and potentially walking into a spared gets them to start talking about it like an actual circumstance and something to be scared of. You could be. It's the others that I'm more fearful for, the ones that don't have, say, a background in adventuring or protecting themselves. I mean, in this world, how easy is it to just locate random people? Information doesn't spread too fast. And they're just out here enjoying the day. It's replaying the day. We're seeing the duel here. She can sense just how dangerous they are. And that's why she ran. All it took is for him to look in her general direction. And there's the Scooby-Doo moment. I mean, well, I guess, you know... There's a lot of voices there and a lot of silhouettes. Not something you really want to accidentally walk in on, and I think deserved. That's some fast repair work being done there. Although I'm guessing they will be kicked out of the inn pretty quickly. I don't like how she's so proud of it, but fine. Each to their own. I don't think she will. And what exactly would... Gross. What exactly... what kind of information would she be able to glean from it? And the fact that he is sitting here... Seems like she's talking about someone. Sitting there listening to it every time, because he's in a party with her. And she's so She's got this planned out, you know. She's got this fantasy that she wants to follow. Not quite the luxury cruise that they were promised. Liberate certain smuggled goods. Why would you need to liberate some goods? This is more like it. And actually, not quite a Titanic moment when he's actually struggling to keep her on board. I would like to see that kind of battle where... Oh. The same kind of potential future fantasy that Roxy was having there, and it really progresses fast in his mind. You know, all it took was a deserted island and no one else around. Where would you get coffee? How does that leaf stay on? Ah. Hasn't quite gotten the hang of travel by sea. Yes. And slowly. Keep your mind on healing him. Keep healing her. As one that I'm guessing would actually suffer from seasickness relatively badly. Why would he need to go to the restroom? I can feel her pain there. I used to suffer tremendously from travel-related illnesses. Here's the sea. Yeah, coming to this new town here, not quite looking as remote as the one in the side of the mountain, but what would have happened if they actually had been attacked by pirates or a sea monster? Without a Richard around to really help out in the battle. She must be ill. How gallant of him. That sentence, how could anyone refuse? I mean, with him now, having to... Nothing's going to slow him down. Him now going to have to find Rugyard, who was smuggled to the island. Whenever there's an underground passage... Someone's playing with spoons. It always leads to something good. What a charming bunch. Just casually talking about killing people out in the open like that. Yeah, he is a big dog. Ooh. Well... Oh, shit. Hopefully Richard didn't overhear that, because otherwise there's not going to be a smuggler base left. He knows. It looks like there's something that can be done here. Kill them all. I mean, yeah, obviously that was going to be his preferred course of action. I mean, he's a spurred warrior. They're just a bunch of smugglers. Of course, he's just going to wipe the place clean with them. But I mean, sure, unwanted violence is going to ruin their reputation, but for the people they're saving now, he'll take it on himself. The people that he's saving, taking out his smuggling operation, it can't be, I think it's like a net positive in the whole reputation scale. Who can just break free of bonds like that? It's slightly growing back there. He doesn't have to take it so slowly. That sound effect didn't bother me. Yeah, of course they're going to be on guard, to say the least. Yeah, apparently beastmen are quite bestial, really showing their displeasure quite easily. Time and place. Something smells like a pervert. It's either going to be Richard or a guard that is not going to be a guard much longer. Ah, there we go. Did he take time to shave? Ignoring the potential provocation of the hissing there. He has something else to worry about. I mean, if it is their, cargo and goods, would you really, even if you got the power, kill them? You're just losing out on a lot of money. Or some money, depending on how much it sells for. What a slaughter. Someone else, someone that they overlooked. How's that possible? Ah. I guess his one-track mind of saving children overshadows the likes of some special glowing dog. He would let him out of his sight, even if all of the guards have been dealt with. Careful of invisible barriers. We haven't seen it so far in this place, but yeah, I guess it's not too surprising. A mysterious crystal. Could it be connected? I mean, it must have been a cheap knockoff barrier crystal. What are you saying? He's so fluffy. But also, after visiting my parents today with their big dog... Oh shit. It feels somewhat relatable. If they're coming to... If he's also a member of the Smugglers, he doesn't feel bad about selling beastmen. But also, if they're coming to liberate everyone, you're a bit late. Guilty of all crimes. His resting, lascivious face. Did you miss the bodies just lying around? Does it easily follow orders? If the sacred beast can relay the message that he wasn't doing anything too bad. That's what you get for helping people, apparently. But Jesus Christ, having a situation like that, you know, we thought we were just coming here to grab Richard off the you know, from the other side of being smuggled in, not witness what we saw. And hopefully leaving Eris over there, you know, resting off her seasickness isn't going to lead into something else that we've got to deal with. Although, you know, I'm guessing these kind of trades and deals and underground businesses aren't too uncommon in this world. I don't think it's going to get to like the geopolitical side of it, but at least one is taken care of. Just... It's going to take a while to really kind of get used to what we just saw. I mean, you want nothing too gratuitously violent or anything, at least on the side that matters. So there's that, but wow, some of the sound work they did. I guess this is what really gets, you know, going back by himself, no one to really help out or prove his, you know, connection with the smugglers. No, he yet, with such a lustful gaze, play with that big fluffy dog. I mean, could anyone really resist the slow maliciousness of Richard? There's a spear slowly going in, knowing his fate is sealed. I guess, bubbling rage for what the smugglers had been doing. Maybe it was kind of cathartic, like popping bubble wrap, just with a lot more squealing and fluids. And I can't really tell how things are done in this world, but my own personal understanding of information gathering, slightly different to the elves. It's funny that they're calling Paul scum. What exactly has he been doing in the world? I'm sure that she's not entirely innocent in people being not being hurt by their rendezvous and whatnot, since everyone seems to fall at her heels. How many marriages potentially have been ruined? Although maybe that's why she just goes for adventurers or the people in back alleys. That sounds worse now that I'm actually saying it out loud. That might be my pure innocent mind speaking. Personally, I found Roxy's ideal form of finding a relationship and a future for herself quite nice. Maybe I'm in the minority here when I say that a lasting relationship is preferable over fleeting gratification. All I really know is that next episode we should be seeing something relatively interesting because, Rudy being taken hostage, after saving hostages, taken back to, I'm guessing, their main home village kind of thing, where people really aren't they're not going to be pleased with him. If they think he's one of those smugglers, let's hope he doesn't come to any particular harm, otherwise Dead End might show the particular colours once again, even though, they originally tried to save all of those beast children. The beastmen adults. That's a different story. And who's going to tell Eris? With Rudy being kidnapped, Richard looking after the kids and gotta take them somewhere, I guess. She's still recovering from being seasick and ill. It's fine, she can sleep it off for a few days. But if you've enjoyed this episode and want to see more, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Join onto my channel to see more. Consider subscribing. Maybe even head over onto Discord. But really, as long as you've enjoyed, that's what really matters. Although, was this episode something to enjoy? See you in the next one. My patrons have taken a stroll down to the dungeon, and for some reason my channel has caught their eye. And so whether you want to be my saviour or just a savvy businessman eyeing out a new purchase, consider joining onto my Patreon as well, and you can be next to Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sao, Shiwan, Mads, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Ginterman, Jennifer Rojas, DeFiro, Alvin, Garsan, Defender of Segs, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else. I'm just glad that everyone has so far kept me in pretty good condition.